and Western Kentucky.
Hell to bold Kentucky.
East Kentucky.
Up in Kentucky, they make a whiskey they call a Kentucky Straight.
What's up, y'all? It's Tatum.
Oh, shit. All right, I'm with you now.
Okay. What's up, y'all? It's Tatum.
And I'm EJ.
And you're listening to the Hustle and Holler podcast. And we're super excited. This is our first episode. And, we're going to tell you about ourselves first because you might be like, who the hell are these people? So I'm going to let EJ kick it off. Tell me about yourself.
Local asshole. No, I founded a music production company, I guess. We do live events and shows and throw parties, and we have a big music festival every May, and we love bluegrass, and this is what we do.
Yeah, and so now we're putting it into a podcast. I'm Tatum. I own a clothing store called Soul here in Owensboro and Gratefully Growing Media. I used to work in radio. I love bluegrass music. I love all music. Grew up on bluegrass, born and raised here in Owensboro. So EJ and I sat down and we were just kind of talking about like, hey, we love this scene. How can we talk about it and make it fun for people our age? Because I feel like we're kind of younger in the bluegrass realm.
Yeah, this isn't your grandfather's bluegrass or whatever. I mean, we're just trying to push our friends and push these ideas that,
vendors, roadies, other festival hosts.
We have all sorts of, talented people in our lives, and we want to give them a platform to express themselves and show who they are. And we figured the best way was to get in front of a camera and talk to you guys.
Yeah, which I'm super excited for because you said friends, like that's the biggest thing. We're going to have a ton of artists that we're super close with that is amazing local talent. We're going to talk with roadies, people who follow, Billy Strings or maybe back in the day followed the Dead.
Yeah, we got some crazy guests lined up. Some people you know, some people you don't. It's going to be really fun. I think it's going to be something that people can get behind and follow. And just like everything else we do, we want to bring our friends in on it, and we want to work together and, try and build something cool and special and, bring you guys along for the ride.
Yeah, while having fun ourselves. I mean,
I do like to have fun.
Yeah, we like to have a lot of fun.
I've been known to have fun.
And then we're going to talk about shows because we have some pretty sick basement shows coming up,
That is true. We got all sorts of stuff planned for the rest of the year. Shows in Banjo's basement. We got some stuff going on in Louisville, some other local things. I mean, it's going to be great. We're going to have a slew of local artists that you guys know that you've seen us all around. And we're going to have people you've never heard of too. Some diamonds in the rough, some uncut gems, if you will. It's going to be amazing. There are people that, have been playing music in this town for a really long time and all around this community, and people don't really have any idea who they are, and that's extremely unfortunate because it's just due to a lack of exposure and a lack of presence. So we're going to do our best to bring those people forward.
And I'm super excited because the biggest thing is like we are still young and, sometimes it gets lost to people who aren't bluegrass fans that, the misconception that bluegrass is old and in its way, and people don't understand how big the scene is and the community is that don't really listen to it. So for my side, like I'm excited to be able to expose people to the young side of bluegrass.
Yeah, it's definitely changed, especially since I started listening to this music because I didn't grow up listening to music like this.
Right.
I started going to music festivals when I was like 17, 18, and it really kind of changed my life, sometimes for the worse, sometimes for the better. But
for the worse more than anything.
A time or two. But, I fell in love with this kind of music, and it's definitely changed over the course of time because, now there are a lot of young people, there are a lot of new bands, there's a lot of progressive sounds coming out of especially this region. So I think it's important that we showcase these people and we bring them to the light and we try and, make the best of what we have here.
Yeah, I'm super excited. And even outside of just our episodes, because we are going to feature artists and roadies and other, people who are throwing festivals, vendors, whatever it might be. We're doing another aspect of this, though, with our artist over at, Banjo's Basement. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, we're going to start a basement series where we have in the vein of like on the radar freestyles or just, fixed live performances, tiny desk, if you will. We're going to, showcase these talent in very intimate settings and, start different channels on different social medias so you guys can follow those. And we'll, just like I said, it's just about bringing talent to the light. So we're going to have a lot of people and a lot of people you don't.
And that's literally our biggest goal in all of this. And the end goal is to put these artists on the forefront and help them get out there. You know, like you said, we have a ton of friends that are great local artists, amazing talent. And it's going to be really cool to see the basement sessions. And the way it's going to work is every Wednesday we will have a new episode air. And if it is an artist episode, the following day, the basement episode will drop as well. So you'll be able to follow along on all of your streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music. We'll have a YouTube channel as well, but we're super excited. I'm
Yeah.
really excited.
Me too. It's going to be awesome. And, you know, for any updates on this, I'm sure if you're watching this, you probably already follow some of our stuff, but, you know, River Trash Productions on Facebook and Instagram and Hustle and Holler will be up there soon. So just give us a like and a follow and you'll get updated. As soon as we put stuff out, you'll know. And it's going to be sick.
Yeah. I'm really excited. What are you most looking forward to about this?
I mean, you guys know I love having tons of people in my basement playing music all the time. It's my favorite thing.
Oh, yeah, do you? Is that why the shit was still down there from the last show yesterday in April? You know? All the things from April, they were just down there.
Yeah, that cookie cake was still there.
Yeah, if you were there for the Willie Stop pre-party, I want everyone to know that Sam's birthday cookie cake was in perfect condition.
Condition.
Perfect condition. Like there was no mold, no anything. And it's been sitting there since the beginning of April.
That's so scary.
That's so disgusting. Anyways, if you want to know what Banjo's basement shows are like, that is exactly it. So make sure you join us. We're having one soon, September 5th and 6th, Billy Strings After Party. But I'm not going to spoil all that. We're going to have guests coming up over the next couple of weeks to talk to you all about the fun stuff we have going on. And like EJ said, just give us a follow, Hustle and Holler on Facebook, and you can keep up with us on all streaming platforms and YouTube.